Welcome to the channel. Today's date is January 23rd, 2025. Thank you for tuning in. And today we're going to be talking about how most cryptocurrencies are just going to vanish and go away. Let's get straight into it. Since I'm talking about cryptocurrency today, if you like this information, please like, because I'm going to have so many dislikes that I don't want the percentage to go too low. Whenever I talk about cryptocurrencies, I get a lot of dislikes, a lot of comments. And all I'm really trying to do is put out information of what I believe of after 32 years investing, of what I think about. So over the weekend or on Monday or Tuesday, we was reading a Wall Street Journal article talking about Donald Trump's cryptocurrency that he released over the weekend right before he got into the presidency. I really don't care about the politics of it or should have did it, should he shouldn't have did it. That's not what we're talking about. But what I want to talk about is just how much money was created and how people are trading these things. And I believe most of them are going to vanish. I don't know if Donald Trump's are going to vanish, but I do know the majority of them are going to vanish. And reading this article led me to do a little bit more research. And I made a couple videos over cryptocurrency. So I know a lot about cryptocurrencies, but I just wanted to look a little bit more. And there was things in this article that really concerned me. First, he started trading in the Trump token jumped up to 38. I don't know exactly where it's trading at now, and I didn't check today. That's not really in reference to the article. But they created like $8 billion. So that means there's people out there that got Trump tokens value at $8 billion. And he got more of them that he's going to sell over the next 3 years. And I believe the value of them can go up for Trump up to $30 billion. So I was like, man, wow, just that easy. Somebody created something. And if you watch any of my videos, I think the underneath the cryptocurrency, the blockchain is very powerful. But these cryptocurrencies, to me, they don't do anything. All they do is trade. It is the definition of speculation. Only thing you can do when you're buying one of these cryptocurrencies, only thing that they're used good for, besides some criminal activity or transferring money from country to country or something like that, the only thing that they're really good for right now is to hope that someone comes along and buy at a higher price. They have no value to them besides the amount that they're trading for. I guess you can say that's value, but they have nothing underneath them to say it's value. This one is at 38 at $8 billion because it's a Trump token. Melania, they sold a Melania token. It jumped up to like $875 million. And to think that he could possibly make $30 billion off of these just seems crazy to me. But the good parts of this article that I really wanted to highlight on, it talks about, can Trump sell them all and pocket the $30 billion? And it goes into something, I've been doing this for 32 years, something like that. And I remember I tried to do penny stocks. And I actually think that this garbage is actually worse than penny stocks. There's some penny stocks, they call it pump and dump. And that's kind of what they're doing with these Bitcoins and why Trump can't really sell all his tokens too fast. Because if he sold all his tokens too fast, it'll take the price down to nothing, which I believe many of these tokens is going to happen to them. I'm not saying what's going to happen to Bitcoin. I don't know. I'm not a buyer of Bitcoin. I'm not a hater of Bitcoin. And you can best believe I wish I would have not understood Bitcoin, because I do understand it, but I guess I wish I would have just decided to speculate on it because everybody liked it to go from $200 to over $100,000. Of course, I wanted to do that. If I had about 10 of them, at $200 only cost me $2,000. I have over $1,000,000 today, but I didn't do it, and I never would have done it because I'm a value investor, and there's nothing to really analyze in these Bitcoins or any of these tokens to say whether they're going to go up and go down. And as you know from some of my other videos, I pretty much sold all my stocks except a couple good dividend players, and I'm really only buying T-bills because this is the scariest moment or the scariest time I've ever seen as an investor in these tokens and people invest in these tokens and to think that a Trump token that doesn't do anything is now valued at 80 billion and he's going to sell more over 30 billion and $30 billion, that's real money. That is real money. It don't matter that the token is, doesn't do anything. It doesn't produce any cash flow. It doesn't make anything. It just doesn't do anything. And this thing is, if this is actually, I mean, this might sound crazy, but this is actually worse than tulip. Man, you did have a tulip. You can say, okay, this tulip is valued, at such and such price. It might have been way overpriced, but it was a tulip. Here you have nothing. You have something sitting on some server somewhere that you saying is yours. By the way, I mean, the criminal activity and stealing people coins and stuff like that, it's high. I know I got a friend who lost about $40,000 in cryptocurrencies because someone cracked into his account and stole them. These things are dangerous. But back to the article again, that he really can't sell these because it will push him down. It'll push him down too far. And this last sentence, skeptics say the meme frenzy is yet another sign of the frothy market that has been obsessed with get rich quick schemes. And there ain't no get rich quick schemes. I wish I can do it, but as an investor over the long time that I do, I try to do things that's continuously repeatable. Luck is good, but I don't want to buy into something. It's the worst thing that can happen to you. If you read Ben Graham, The Intelligent Investors, one of the worst things that can happen to you is that you make a lot of money speculating, and now you think you know what you're doing, and you were speculating on it, and it can't be repeatable. So a lot of people give that money back. But without a business model, most meme coins lose momentum and become inactive over time. The staying power for Trump's meme coin will offer an unprecedented test of the market. So that's telling you right there that most of them go out of business. They evaporate. They vanish. There is no reason for Bitcoin to be selling at $104,000. There's no reason. Only thing it is, people can buy more. You can have MicroStrategy out there buying up a whole bunch of them, but it doesn't mean it's the price that someone is willing to pay. But it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. I mean, it is hard. I mean, like I said, back to penny stocks, there was some penny stocks that did have real companies back there. They might have been garbage, but they did have real companies. And then there were some penny stocks that all they had was some phone lines going to a room, and they said it was a business, but it was just a pump and dump scheme, which is probably most of these tokens are. And when the people sell the tokens that sell them, and the tokens go up, and then the only thing that can happen is they start to go down. But that's the article. And so what it made me do, it made me go to find a list of all cryptocurrencies. And it brought me to this site. And what I'm amazed at the number of tokens. You can see on here, 479 coins, 4,177 tokens, 344 unknown. And just the value of this is incredible to me. To look at Bitcoin and to see the value and how much Bitcoin is worth, $2 trillion, that seems insane to me. For something that does not, and that's real people's money. There's people holding enough Bitcoin that is worth $2 trillion. You go down here, you keep Dogecoin, which is one of Musk's favorites. I mean, look at that, 53 billion. And you just keep going down this list. And there's so many of these tokens that has a lot of value in it. And what I believe is what's going to happen is once the air is let out of the stock market, I think just like the last time we had a downturn, Bitcoin went down, a lot of these tokens went down. And over time, throughout history, we done reached madness of speculation. And right now, I think this is the most I know it's the most mad it's ever been in my time. When you just look at the value again, when you look at the value, this is way worse than the dot-com bubble. I mean, during the dot-com bubble, it did have some stocks, like pets.com. It was a real company in the back. They really thought that they can make money selling pets. When we was going crazy, they were selling a lot of them came real. Look, Amazon started off selling books online, and look what they turned into. Netflix started off renting you CDs online from the website, and look what it turned into. So there was some real, and there might be some real tokens that come out, but all these are not going to make it, and they got to figure out a way to make. Because I don't believe it's like gold. I don't believe it's a store of value. I don't believe that. I don't believe that it's going. I believe it's going to go along the same way as the tech companies and stuff like that. If they turn down, I believe these are going to turn down, and there are going to be people that's going to lose a lot of money. There's going to be people that's going to lose a lot of money. So that's the main part of this video, is that most of these things are garbage. And there's people making money. And there's, like I said, there's going to be people, a whole lot of people that's going to dislike my comments, that I made on here today. And that's fine. But if I can touch a couple people and let them know what garbage this is, again, look at all these tokens. I mean, just look at this. This is insane. And none of them do anything but allow you to trade. And then it was, and I was talking to a friend from a long time ago who used to be a big believer, in Bitcoin and some of these cryptocurrencies. And it was a lot of it was because it's not regulated. But now America is regulating. They just announced something yesterday where they're going to come set up something to regulate. They're going to embrace cryptocurrency, but they're going to regulate it. And I don't know what they're regulating. I don't know what they're regulating. That's like if you just came out and I just said, well, I mean, actually, my YouTube page, even though I only got a couple subscribers and I ain't making any money off of it, but to me, it has more value or can create more value than most of these cryptocurrencies, because they don't do anything. I mean, and I can't believe that they are allowing this to go on. But everybody got the right to speculate on whatever it is they want to speculate. Again, all I want to do is put this out here, let you know that most of these things are going to disappear because they really do not provide any service to the world or the country or the world besides just trading. Everybody's just trading them. And as I said, they're worse than most penny stocks. They're worse than most penny stocks. So again, I hope this information was helpful. Please share, please like, please subscribe. Good luck investing in 2025.